My world, you can be. I'm your kind.
Happy New Year. So ends 2023. I thought we might commence pretty much where we left off. I noticed a note here where I mentioned talking with Reese and Sumner. Then there is this. The things, there is also X, which reads, Dear Darcy, hello, how are you? I wrote you a poem tonight. I want you to know that all your problems will fix themselves. And also, I'll always be here for you if you need to talk. But yeah, here's the poem I wrote. It's called The Artist. He slithers his brush across the canvas with an image in his mind, not knowing precisely what will become of his next piece. With meaningful expression exploding from his visage as the picture begins to form, the artist perceives that it oddly resembles himself. A scared, lonely boy appears from within. Melancholy joins him. The painting then takes on a grotesque appearance. The artist glides the paint on in smooth wisps. Suddenly the painting becomes a rapturous child, but as soon as the moment came, it passed. Innocence lost, a childhood, a young gift so full of hope and exalt, quickly demolished by evil surroundings. The artist becomes frustrated but carries on. The paint molds itself to the canvas, revealing a true emotion. How can a being so honest and so dear be burdened with a death wish? The artist paints to his heart's delight, even though anguish builds with each stroke. The painting resembles a past memory of torture. I admire and love the artist. for he has not forgotten himself, and he is real, the artist, a man of truth and wisdom. Tara Novak. Love, Tara Novak. February 16th, 1999, 3:40 a.m. on a Tuesday. P.S. You're like a father to me, and I thank you for being there. Now that's a little girl who I didn't think had much like for me. I know somewhere I have a picture of her. JRL 99, The Last Goddess. The stone visages of the gods crack and crumbled, ground to dust beneath the feet of they who exalted them. I am the last goddess, forgotten by all but myself. I will receive no offerings on this lonely festive day. The spider-webbed cracks mar my marbled skin. I will become dust because of your neglect of me. 1. Everyone I've had relationship with and how I feel like crushing them for hurting me. 2. I feel alone in the world, but still care about myself. 3. Marbled skin equals old self-inflicted scars. People-inflicted scars kind of tie together. People made me depressed. Jenelle. Yeah. She got mixed up with a couple of dirt bags, let me tell you. There was a few predators hanging around the park. But what can you do? I mean, people are people. Why does the old man make me insane? I have no love of my dad. Too smothering. Conniving. Always sets up the next call to suit his convenience. Mom has never pushed me to do anything. With the old man, there's always a hidden agenda. Sure, he's a great man, very loving and all that, but fuck, I hate the mental space. It's pushy and arrogant and dirty. I despise his attitude towards females to the point that I despise him. 3, he's a spoiled brat. It's his way or a tantrum. He's hung up on me lots of times. I've never hung up on him. I ask him, no booze in my house, no smoking. But I'm dad, I do what I want. I dreamed also of making it to the Legion headquarters. Even though my neck is sore, I think I can make it. No, I'm too old, etc., etc. Also, the Opera House in England, I was there. Jamie, I don't know what that is, folks. I'm sorry. I wish those evil cops would have killed me, because I hate life. I'm tired of being. I don't want to be. No woman has ever loved me. I'm too old now. Why did I keep living? I'm starting to hate everyone. Every night I go asleep praying not to wake. I wish I was never born. I don't I don't want to be happy now. I'm already dead. My body just stays alive. Sometimes I think that maybe what happened in the alley was a cessation to my existence, and the continued illusion of being that I've experienced since then is a falling away of potential, if any. Talk here about a girl and some dream content, no pedophilia, Goodyear soldiers. Had a very healthy visit with Stephen. He was an artist. He had a lot of mental health issues. I enjoyed his company immensely. I learned a lot from him, psychologically speaking. I turned down an invitation to a movie to hang out with Jen. She was good and talked with Susan today. She needs a lot of attention. Tara must have been staying with me. It says here she'll be home tonight. Moving to Guelph, Ontario tomorrow. I began reading The Complete Freud. Oh yeah, purchased coffee cream the other day. Hey, I like my creamy coffee. Jen's in detox. Which Jen? There's so many of them. Lisa and Michelle, underlined. Dad and Boo in cafe with me. Yeah, I know why he's there. Well, that's another little bit. See, the book is falling apart because I'm pulling out the special pages and keeping them separate. I didn't write the dates down on purpose because if I had done so, we'd be reading it from point A to point B, number 1, number 2, number 3, and this is much more exciting. There's chaos involved, and if you look at the book itself, it's pretty chaotic to begin with. Hardly slept. Tara lied to me. She said she'd be home last night, and wasn't. If this is the way it's going to be, I don't need her. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. I gave up my bedroom for her. Now I know where we are, I think. I think this is a really, really nice brownstone apartment. I treat her real good. I'm not running a flop house. I'm not. She's just a kid. She needed a place to stay, I thought, and I had that space, and I gave it to her. I didn't mind living in the living room. I lived there anyhow, near my paintings, under my paintings, surrounded by my writings. Also, the old man makes me crazy. I hate him. He hit my mom, Pat's mom, his third wife. He treats me like a possession, lies to me, brags about me, my talents, but doesn't ever give me the space I need. I hate him. I'm never going to tell him I don't want to hear from him. Soon Nikki will be time to write. He can wait. Every other parent, the child is hung up on the phone. Many times bastard has even hit me. I never struck him. He better not strike Sherri. That was the woman he was living with. She cared for me when my jaw was wired shut. She, every meal for me, the blender. I really cared about her and her family, and I still do. The landlord bastard is fucking round with the boiler. Last night I drew 2 baths, what came out cold, and just now I drew another, as well as the toilet tank won't fill. He is one fucked up individual. A cheap prick. To boot, I got a headache from too much, too strong coffee, but me drinking some more anyhow. The toilet won't flush, no water in the tank again, kitchen sink, no cold water for several months now, like my whole residency time to move. Hey, I'm not so full of moida and mayhem, but I'm gonna huck snowballs. And little old Miss Parker, every time I see her, she can go fuck herself. Did a noted sketch for a painting of St. Francis of Assisi because I was in trouble. The pig just caught me out drinking and slammed me with a fine, and I had to do compensation, and I ended up doing compensation for a church, and they allowed me to make a painting of St. Francis of Assisi for them in lieu of hours volunteer. Just got back from a visit with Jen in detox. That old bastard came to see her. I don't know which old bastard it is. I think I know which Jen this is. This is Jen Baumgartner. I chased him off, said, is some man bothering her? I went out and caught the fucker in his car. He tried to drive away even though I was in front of the car. I struck his window, wished I'd have broke it. I'll get him later. I told him so. Then I ran into Jerome. He was living around the corner. We'll get together next month, I guess. I bought Jen a nice hardbound book called Shakespeare's Sonnets. Always encourage the kids to read intelligently. It says here I'm doing 100 push-ups, 88 were consequential. That's pretty good. I'm really sad. I left my damn roses on Tara's pillows last night, and she didn't even come home. Tonight she called from Cherry's, where she was last night, and said she'd be home in a half an hour. 2 hours later she called to say she was staying there with Dina. Okay, I'm happy Cherry's not alone, but I feel like, well, unimportant. Used, unappreciated. I'm overreacting. It's gonna take. Cherry had lived down the block in another brownstone. They put her up in the room of an old man that had been murdered. He was friends with and sold reefers to all the street prostitutes, the high stroll and low stroll kids and young ladies of the night, and was an ex-con, so he had a lot of native friends visiting him. And I do believe that a couple of the kids went over there. I didn't like or know these kids well, but they beat him to death thinking that he had a lot of money in drugs, which of course the poor soul did not. And that's where the kid ended up. They never... It's going to take her a while to get used to having a home. She calls it a home here with me, but she's been on her own for too long. I'm praying for you, honey. Please, God, really do love me. Don't hurt me, I love you. We need each other. But if you don't need me or want to, that's okay. I'll still love and respect you and try to understand. Anyhow, had a real good time with Jenelle. Patrick took us to the art gallery. I got into a big something, all right. Yeah, a second fit in one day with a bunch of brown nosers, lowlifes, wannabe artists, including Miss Morale, feminists, advocates of female intolerance to the issues of children and teens, abuse in their pig-headed manners, reasoning tolerance. After all, they are women, poor lonely women, feminists. Jill and Patrick had fun listening to me fit with the bitses. Also, I had fun. Willie got the boiler turned down. Yeah, had a real cold run on hot water all day so that everyone else got to complain about no hot water. I wish Tara respected me. Oi, guess I got nothing to do, so but be patient. P.S. Susan called. I forget Susan. Jen saw me hit the old man's car. Oh yeah, that's outside the where that bastard. Yeah. Susan checked out his address. I think that might be his, Jen's mom. Even his neighbors know that he's a child molester. I stretched a 24 by 12 inch canvas, 24 inch by 12 inch canvas. I painted a Giovanni Bernardone or St. Francis of Assisi for the church. Restitution for my crime, whatever it was. Probably drunk in public or something. Chad just called. He's going to Motley Crue in Saskatoon on Saturday. I like Chad. What a queer way to meet a person. He was staying with Yabbit. He made a mistake of moving in with that frog mouth. I, unfortunately, appeared at an opportune time for him to sucker in as his newfound friend to help him move, and he had a lot of big stuff to move. It was a hell of a. I mean, I did. I helped him, but he became a very loyal friend after that. And if I knew him today, he'd probably still be a very loyal friend. Chad's gonna get morph for the 2 tabs. This could be a different Chad. This might be one of the kids that were on the periphery. Someone in their 20s, I think, maybe, or older. Woke up all pissed off about that dumbass art. Art opening last night. Made some phone calls, gonna write a letter to the editor or the board of directors at the library, etc., calling the morality division of the police to investigate what I believe the charges would stick if they were laid, but hey, I got nothing better to do. Oh yeah. Probably talking about some kind of offensive sodomy passed off as art at an art gallery, but who knows? Talked to Michelle for an hour today. I'm really angry with the world. I hate my parents. Filthy animals. I shall never procreate. I'm not a filthy animal. I have respect for myself. I'm lonely. God, I hate life. I don't know it, but I won't perish until I'm happy. Unless it is of my own accord. I am contemplating a rampage. Just awoke from a nap after a cool bath. Darn Willie. He's got the boilers turned down. I won't stay here. I'm gonna get notice. A wedding. Hey, school's letting out. Dave and I, blah, blah, blah. Here in Red Coy, Indiana came by. Too many people at Pumpkins. She's fucking up big time. Turning into a party, I guess. So is Tara. She's at a party in Lumsden. She was probably the youngest of the kids, probably 12 or 13, I don't know. It says here I have to ditch Tara. Dreamt of Angel last night, but I forget what the dream was about. I just met Jenelle. Janelle's bro, Danny. He's playing goalie in Pee Wee hockey. A real nice boy. Jenelle is with Charity, and see, I can't read a lot of the writing. It's pretty messy. I doubt you could read it too. We're coming up on a half an hour again, so I was hoping to quit. Oh, I found a picture of Tara. We'll quit there, or we'll begin there next time. We'll call it quits here. I'm very tired. I really don't know what is written where. I see you can't read it.